Hey, this is flamingvillager, and I am new to the whatever YouTube video game system play thing. Anyway, so this is FTL, a Steam game. It's about $9. So I'm just really quick gonna go through the ships. You can name them different, but this is the default human ship. If you unlock certain things, there are 2 out of 3 of these things you get Type B. This is the NG ship. This is Type B. It's actually worse than the first one. It's actually slightly hilarious. Actually, no, it's not. Anyway, this is the rock ship. I kind of hate it because it's all missiles. I've yet to get Type B. Not even any one of these. And I forget these guys' names, but I did like the name of their race. Zoltan. There it is. There. Before I called it Leto in a deleted scene thing. Anyway. So yeah, there are different races. I'll talk alien races. I'm not trying to be, Anyway. So yeah, it's easy start because I'm a noob. Actually, I've been playing this for about a year, but whatever. Anyway, I've yet to play it on normal, so I'm comfortable in my own skin. So start off these three guys. These are all the systems. I'm gonna send that guy to operate the weapon system. That means that weapons will fire sooner, and send this guy to the shield system, which means that shields will be charged sooner. Somebody has to be piloting in order to charge the FTL, faster than light drive, and yeah. Anyway. So, as they do their job, they can level up on whatever, making their job better. There's also combat and repair, which is good. Anyway, so right now, my weapons are offline, and that's not exactly at full. I have 30 scraps. So what I'm going to do is go to ship, upgrades. I'll explain these later, during one of the battles probably. Click that, get some reactor. Accept 1, 2 to activate them. They're now active. Turn on auto fire because it's useful. And now that I have a spare reactor, fill in that gap. So let's get ready to go. Rock and roll down. I don't know. I'm making up songs. I tend to do that a lot. Anyway, so anyway. Black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. I can't purchase the weapon, so I'm gonna take the most profitable. For this match, this will be the series of profit. And yeah, attack the ship. So I'm going to use an Artemis. It's a missile, and not the burst laser. I'll use that later. So the Artemis is a missile weapon. It does basic damage. I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. Fires 1 missile, deals 2 damage. Missiles pierce all shields always, and basically they can get right under the shield without being deflected by the shield. They're very useful, however, have limited ammo. That's why I hate them. So you have made your point. We are beaten. Take these and leave us to our shame. Tempting. Usually the outcomes when you kill them aren't very good, although you get the occasional lucky. Risk it. So, burst laser's ready. Shields back up right in time to deflect that laser beam. You can't stop laser beams. Well, you can. Most shields can, or most laser beams can be stopped by shields. However, there's a few that can pierce through 1, maybe 2 layers of shield, depending on how much damage they do. Max is, you need like 3 shields to deflect the strongest one, if I'm correct. Anyway, they basically cut through your systems. If you do it right, you can cut 3 systems and deal damage. Anyway, and they're really annoying because you can't dodge them, and that's a heavy burst laser, or that's a heavy laser, and can be blocked by the shields. But here's what I don't get: sci-fi. That laser beam, instantaneous. This is the same kind of light, different intensity and different color, but same kind of. It's still light, and it shoots in a burst that you can dodge. Somebody please explain that. And no, it's not plasma. It says laser in the thing. Anyway, so take Artemis off its ship. Oh, I already did that. Select burst laser. Your shields are already completely down because it's red. Fire burst laser at weapons. Weapons offline. And paused. And they have one hole left, so we can finish them off in one shot. Sounds good. So, 1, 2, 3. And kaboom! Kablooey. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useless scrap metal. Fuel, missiles, scrap. Oh, same dealio, except slightly better. Because I don't have drone systems, so no need for drones, because they're useless and just extra weight, and actually that doesn't affect you. Weight is irrelevant in space. Anyway. So, since I like looking inside their ship and stalking them, I'm going to get my sensors. And I do not have enough to buy anything other than fuel and missiles at the shop, so I'm just going to move on. You arrive at a damaged and depleted space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. You can board the station, and you'll find, and several things can happen. Either you'll find an NG and a drone schematic, but you can only save one because an asteroid's coming. Or you find a crew, or there's nothing there, and you go on your happy way, or there's nothing there, but except for like a disease, and one of your crewmen die. And the only way to cure it is to have an advanced med bay, which would mean a second thing. I am going to scrap. So while I'm waiting for the FTL to charge, just grab some scrap. Good. Because I do first priority is crew. Second priority, profit. Anyway. So, buy some doors, upgraded doors, because that's really useful, because when people board, they like to walk straight through the doors until you upgrade them, and then they have to blast their way through, and they're like, let me through. Anyway, so, go on. Scanners are showing intelligent life form on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Investigate. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Now, try to communicate peacefully. We'll give you one or two things. They'll stare at you oddly, or they'll lead you to a cave where there is a mad, like, crazy dude. No, he's not crazy, but you'll find somebody and there's supplies, if I'm correct. Bring some of the creatures on board to sell. I've only tried that once or twice, and my guys got killed. They got trampled to death, or at least one of them. So I'm gonna try to communicate peacefully. No. The lesser outcome. They just stare at you silently with cute puppy eyes. Yeah, move on to the next thing. By the way, the red bulge chasing me is a rebel fleet. Yes, I'm the Federation, and I am the good guys, somehow. Ignore the station, because I have nothing of interest. And actually, you can't do anything, not that. Anyway. So, hate this place. Hate these places. So, these guys, they have no oxygen because they're automated, no life forms. So they can fly around these things and not get hurt for the most part. Because the fire dies out just about right away when you get a solar flare. So, good news is they have no shields, so I can focus right away on the burst laser. Bad news is, if I get a solar flare, which is quite possible, in fact, I will bet you I will get one. And I hate solar flares, so I'm gonna try and avoid them. Okay, see? Great, just great. And it's even more great that my cockpit is damaged. Only 2 guys can be in there at a time, so I'm just gonna send him there. And there it comes. Open that up, open that up, open that up. Disable that, enable that. Get that out, basically. Meh. Now. Anyway, go in there to help him fight the fire. And now we're damaged even more, so I can't do anything. Hurry up in there. It's just a matter of time before they repair their ship. Because yes, a robot can repair its own ship when it has no drones to help repair it with. And another solar flare. These guys. And there it goes. I forgot it also deals damage when it does it. Marcus. Marcus! Get to your station! And also enable that. I accidentally skipped it. It basically means, okay, you're done you're with the battle. Now you need to get the heck out. Jump. Distress. Because they sometimes yield stuff of interest. And my guys are hurt, man, I need to put them in there. No, I cannot lead you to your destination once they're basically asking navigation gone haywire. They need to go to some place to fix it. I decline because I do not have time. Those guys are chasing me quite ferociously. You guys. Then all of you take a break in the med bay. So. And you all take a break. Coffee break. Anyway. Pilot goes. Marcus! He's under shields, yeah. Marcus! That reminds me of a episode from a YouTuber. I'm not gonna exactly say YouTubers' names until I'm sure that I'm allowed to advertise for them for free, although I wouldn't see why anybody wouldn't want them to. Anyway, I just like to be careful. So, 41. Scrap. No, I'll wait till 60. In the meantime, get that. And now, when my pilot leaves, I'll still have a bit of evade, which is over here. 15 evade's actually not that good. If I had somebody in the engine room, then that would be a different story. You receive a request. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there has been reports of Mantis work camps only just a few jumps away from here. Can you help us? No, I can't. There's no way. It's not that. It's that I do not have time. I do not own a TARDIS or any other time machine thingy like the one from... Yeah, anyway. So, I'm just going to move on. Stop Skyping me. You discover a nearby planet speckled with settlements, although none respond to your hails. Alright. Jerks. Anyway. I need to remember to put on my busy sign. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest of you can go free unharmed. Yeah. I'm totally going to. No. And that sounded weird. So. How's the day been going? Happy New Year's, you know. Which reminds me, a friend of my brother, who's downstairs right now, asked me about a YouTube video, and he said, "Was that last year?" And I said, "No, it was this year. On second thought, it's now 2014, so yeah, that would be last year." And he's like, "Ah, yeah." Anyway, and I talk about weird stuff and random stuff about my life that nobody cares about. "We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll die anyway." Well, if I destroy them, I get no profit other than stuff from the ship. So, and crew members are very good. Except, ooh, mantis. They're even more useful because they move fast and they're relatively good fighters, kind of. In my opinion, rock are better, but only because they have more health. Anyway, like, I don't get it. Rock aliens are giant clumps of rock, living rock. Please explain that to me. Oh, and also they're immune to like 99% of diseases, so yeah. Sterile. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. I have no use for the maps of the area, so no, I'm just gonna strip it. Anyway, so I am at the next sector, but before I do that and explain that, I'm going to do a few other things. So I am going to get an upgrade for the shield, and I'm going to explain this all. So, shields, you need to upgrade them twice in order to get another layer shield, because for some reason, you know, they require that much energy. Engines, increases dodge and FTL charge time. Oxygen, that, yeah, faster refill when you get your oxygen sucked out. More power for your weapons, which I'll explain in a minute. Healing boost, auto evasion, seep things and stalk people, improved doors. So, let me explain this. So, everything has like all the systems have like a health. That's their health is how much they're upgraded. But at the same time, that's also how much you can use them. So, there are two key components, actually three. One, the system has to be repaired to a certain extent or fully, preferably fully. Two, nothing. I can't remember it right now. So 3, I also can't remember that right now. Actually, I can remember it. It's just my brain is really slow. Anyway, so reactor powers things, and when you upgrade it, it fills in the gaps like that gap right there. Now I can't fill that gap because, you know, it requires 2 in order to fill that gap. So I need to upgrade it again to get better shields. And once I've done that, upgrade the reactor twice, fill that in, you know, crew, my crew, and drones. I don't have this drone system, so cargo, when I pick up stuff that I don't need or don't have space for. Augmentations, they're like boosts, except not temporary. So yeah, anyway, jump. I am at the jump beacon, which means I can exit this sector and go on to the next. So, Zoltan or civilian? Which one do you... So next time, you know, I'm gonna have you guys decide which one do you want me to go on. So, civilian, Zoltan, the Zoltan race. Now keep in mind this chart, because if I go on one, I'm going to encounter stuff later on. So I hate nebulas, because almost the entire map's filled with one, sometimes the entire map. And you can't see a thing because your sensors are disabled during that. Also, sometimes there are plasma storms, which are even more annoying because they cut your reactor energy by however many it decides to, which basically taxes you. And then, of course, the enemy is perfectly fine with that. Hostile sections, you don't get as much friendliness, but I kind of like that because I like fighting ships because you get goody stuff and you're guaranteed, whereas civilian not as many good stuff, but you get tons of free stuff, or at least more than anything else. So yeah, keep in mind, where do you want me to go? The easier path or the harder path? Please choose easy. Anyway, next time on FTL with Flaming Villager, I will see you. Actually, you will see me. Bye.